Stadium. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Sam Houston State Bearcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Hilltoppers head coach before the game. This wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Bearcats headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll move the wide receiver. Sells to run, looking to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get...
He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Rides the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Looking to pass. It's locked. Hit as he throws. Good job just to get rid of that one.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running inside, it's Allen. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. looking for the edge. The pitch. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Locke. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Drag down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. The play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Just a little off. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Straight ahead, it's out. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Out wide left, it's Reed. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Sweep.
It's a draw. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Fires to the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Tisdale. Out wide right, it's Azira. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Second and long here. Snapped it in the shotgun. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces the fourth down. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Reed. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looking downfield, it's Locke. Finds his target down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carroll. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, it's Allen. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw for it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Looking for room. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to establish the run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Tisdale. Left side, it's Allen. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Toppers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Kentucky, 14. Sam Houston, 7.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's locked. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He spins that thing down the middle. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll run him again. There he goes. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Sells the run, wants to pass. They're all over it. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
He's taking the shot. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Punt is on its way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Hits inside, it's Allen. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Tisdale. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Trying to make one miss. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Right back to it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Speeding down the left side. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Line getting set on second down. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Tisdale. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Hand it to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Quick give. It's Allen. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Sets his feet, it's blocked. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Making his first move. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to take it outside. It's Allen. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Fake and wants to throw. Buying time to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down because from here it would be a 58-yarder. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll run it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Just feeds the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Parker again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After run, now throw. Right side, it's Burns. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Flood. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Push is ahead. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. Ready, go. Selling the fake. He wants it all. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off the boot, looking for his man.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Tisdale. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A give to Brown. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Drives inside, and they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Making the adjustment on the play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Corners are going to bail. Under pressure.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points and a safety.
The Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Reels it in. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best. Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Out wide right, it's Hutchison. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They strike first here in overtime. Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
Back to throw, it's Flood. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the
A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you think about the history of college football, you have got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great college football through the years. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Volunteers ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia Tech's offense will go to work first. And here comes Dylan Riley. It is on him. He's their best player to make this offense go.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Sells to fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away.
Number 91, on to kick it away.
Trying to take it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Volunteers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the always dangerous Mike Matthews. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft, perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Biletnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position of receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Beal. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Vols have their offense in high gear. Caught on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wasting no time slinging it around. Unloads to the wideout. Lucky to get it off.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
Caught. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Morris. Finding some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stop right there.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
2nd down, going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Are right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fired complete. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Riley. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Snags it. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Sends it back in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. It's Beal. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a win. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And this is the beauty of getting in these third down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice third down execution.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Here's a give to Hardy. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Puts him in the spin cycle. And they'll get him down after a... turn. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Motion from the wideout. Play action on 1st down. Got his man. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move, it's Riley. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Moves the pocket. It's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. Buying some time. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pick it up on 4th down. Defense in press coverage. trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Out wide left, it's Morris. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw on 1st. Left side, it's Beal. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
2nd and long here. He's looking to pass. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Just keeps slinging it. Spits it out to the back. Caught. What a cut. Now he's loose. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Hardy. Nowhere to go.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. That's got it. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rigged running backs, and then they get hurdled.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
Tennessee, 11.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Pulls and fires complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, it's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. At the 40, there he goes. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Volunteers sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll send the back in motion. Drops back on first down. He unleashes a long one. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to get...
Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabs it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Moving out to the right. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown Vols! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Shakes off the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rush right in his face. He's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The ride. Sees an alley. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give on the counter. Got him right there.
Great job on first down. Great job on 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Got him on the RPO. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Searching for space. Slips through the line. Made a defender miss. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Vols in the hurry-up.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Right side, it's Matthews. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Motion from the back. 2nd down to the air. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Extending the play. Unleashes one. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fires downfield. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give as they work on that clock. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. 3rd and long coming up. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looks it in. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Long way to go on second down. From the gun. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now
looking for a deep man. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. On the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And they'll take a knee.
And you've got to feel good if you're this offense, right? To come out and to make as many plays as you did in front of your home crowd.